Welcome to Bella Theory! Today I want to show you a very healthy recipe. It's a bibimbap recipe that I came up with a few weeks ago. It's been my favorite dish to cook recently. It's not your typical red sauce bibimbap that you've seen before. It's going to be a soy sauce based bibimbap, and it's also going to be vegan. So I'm going to be using some mushrooms, tofu, and for the sauce, like I said, I'm going to be using soy sauce. It may be different from the original one, but I promise it's as delicious. And also, you've already guessed it, it's going to be way healthier, way lower in calories. So what are we waiting for? Let's start making some bibimbap. Okay, so let me go over the ingredients really quick. I'm using 2 button mushrooms, 2 of these amazing shiitake mushrooms, and this is a king oyster mushroom. I don't know if this is hard to get outside of Korea, but if you can get it, please buy it. Please use it for this mushroom bibimbap. This is a Korean green chili pepper. It's very spicy. And some garlic, of course. I already have some white sticky rice from last night. I made this in a pot, so you guys don't necessarily need a rice cooker to make delicious white sticky rice. Here I have some tofu. This is about 100 grams, I think. And for the sauce, I'm using soy sauce, sesame oil, and a little bit of sugar. And this is some freshly chopped chives. I'm going to sprinkle this on top of my bibimbap at the very last, just to give it some extra flavor. Okay, I'm going to start by making the sauce. Grab a little bowl. Let's do 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And half a tablespoon of sesame oil. And maybe like a teaspoon of sugar. You don't need a lot. Remember the garlic? This is gonna go into the sauce. So let's mince the garlic and also the pepper. I have to stand for this. Okay, that should do. Dump it into our sauce bowl. And let's grab a chili pepper. I'm not gonna use the whole thing because that's gonna be extremely spicy. Maybe I'm going to use just half. So chop this pepper. It's good to use a little bit of chili pepper. I promise it's going to change the flavor in a way that makes it more interesting. So yeah, I do recommend using just a little bit of chili pepper even if you're not really good at eating spicy food. The sauce is ready, but this can just sit on the side and marinate while we cut our mushrooms. Let's start with these white button mushrooms. Oh, before you cut them, don't forget to remove the stems. That's just going to make the cutting easier. So you don't have to, but I like to remove the stems. Cut it into medium slices. They don't have to be too thin because you heat them later, they shrink in size, they kind of shrivel up. So you can cut them pretty thick. Shiitake mushrooms. Remove the stems. Cut them in the same style as the white button mushroom, just slice them. This king oyster mushroom, we're gonna cut it in a different style. So cut it in half, lengthwise, like that. Cut those halves into half again. And then we're going to cut them this way so they become like little triangles. Looking at these pieces of mushrooms make me so happy. Time for tofu. What I like to do before I cook my tofu is dab with some paper towel, like so, just to remove the water. We don't want the moisture of the tofu to meet with the cooking oil and like splash all over. That can hurt you, so I recommend doing this before you fry your tofu. So I'm going to dice this tofu, slice it like this, and cut it lengthwise, like so, and then chop. You see? That's a tofu cube. Put it back into the bowl. So I've heated the pan for about 2 minutes. I think it's hot enough. Let's use some olive oil to grease the pan. And I'm going to cook tofu first. Make sure there's no moisture left. Keep dabbing. I can't dab enough. Here it goes. Use a medium heat and cook for 3 minutes. Give it a little shake. Put this on the side. I'm gonna use the same medium heat and I'm not going to add extra oil. I'm going to dump in the mushrooms. You see they're already starting to shrink a little bit. Looks delicious. Now, dump in tofu. And finally, the sauce. Amazing. That much rice looks enough. Oh, too much maybe? Okay, time to mix. Some people even in Korea suck at mixing. You need to mix well in order to enjoy the wholesome taste from all these different ingredients. Am I making any sense? You see how the tofus are all crushed up? I love it. Okay, so let me have a bite. It's just really delicious. You're not gonna believe that this is a vegan recipe. I know for a fact Korean ancestors didn't enjoy their bibimbap with a bunch of meat in them. They use a whole bunch of vegetables and greens in their bibimbap, so that's actually a traditional way to eat bibimbap. This is a really healthy meal. This can be a lunch, dinner, and you're not gonna feel bloated after eating, like even finishing the whole bowl. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this video before I keep eating without speaking. How did you guys like today's recipe? If you guys actually try this at home, please comment below and tell me what you thought about it. That would mean the world to me. And of course, please like the video if you like this video and the recipe, and also subscribe to my channel because I'll keep posting these amazing K-food videos. Stay healthy, and until next time, goodbye.